I think we're live. I'm just waiting for the little window to capture the anyways, it looks like it's working. Hello YouTube. I'm just doing I'm playing Tony Hawk again, as you can see by the title there. I'm just gonna be going for collecting all these skill points for the skaters tonight. There's not really much that I'm gonna do sort of competitively right now, I suppose, or any type of sort of challenge. I did all that yesterday. You can catch part 4 with Scal. I just did like the last created skater challenge. I don't know if I will be streaming this I don't want to say anytime soon, but I did play a really great portion of this game. I think I tracked it at least like a day or so. And I think I'm okay with that. I don't think I need to um, put in any more sort of serious time. Still a great game. Like, this is one of the best remakes ever. I know that's kind of a thing nowadays, and I get it. I really do. Um, but what is old is now new, especially upgraded graphics, 4K. That seems to be the big push nowadays, or whatever. But yeah. This game is exactly as advertised, and unfortunately, we don't really get that all the time. But who knows? We know we might. Resident Evil 2 remake, I want to say that probably set the sort of precedence, like the high standard. I love that. I've sped run that game hundreds and hundreds of times. I probably have at least, besides me messing up, I probably have at least, man, maybe close to 200 runs on that game, maybe just above. Before I finish my thought there, I'm trying to wall ride to get up there because I am collecting these skill tokens. I am also not really good at this right now. I would say that this is probably the most boring part of the game. At least like after, excuse me, after the initial, I guess, game. I have beaten all the maps. I've gotten all the challenges, and I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all that you can ask for right now. So, um, but yeah. Anyways, well, going back to Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 as a remake. I don't know if you would call it a remake. It's more like a sort of like a remade imagining. It's okay. I don't know what happened. It's still a really great game, but I would say Resident Evil 2 probably hands down one of the greatest ever. Not necessarily a sole, what's the word I'm looking for? Resident Evil 2 was not a beat for beat remake. You know, just a oh man, a beat for beat remake to deliver us the same sort of experience. I think it heightened. You know, it got rid of the sort of classic cheesy Resident Evil dialogue that we are accustomed to. But anyways, well, so remakes seem to be what's going on, what's moving forward. I really hate the skill point here. Not every skater gets it. I think mostly the skaters who are potentially street slash. I'm not really too sure what the. Anyways, well, just certain skaters have the same sort of skill set, and therefore the skill points are in the same area. But anyways, where was I getting at? Oh yeah, so remaking seems to be the big popular thing. I don't know why I can't wall ride right now. This normally does not take me this long. But anyways, well, I just decided just to do a quick little stream. Even though I didn't need to. No one really asked for it, but I just thought I'd probably show a little bit more of Tony Hawk before I remove it from the streaming schedule that I don't have written down anywhere. But I think I pretty much just tapped this game out of sort of like content that I would like to show. Highly recommend it. I would pick this up. The value is great, especially if you're were a fan of the game way, what was it, 15 years ago or something like that, it's essentially the same experience, just much more prettier. You know what? I'm just gonna have to come back to that one and just keep on moving forward. But yeah, so I don't know what game I'm going to show some streaming love to. I know I was really working on the really working on Bloodstained too, and I have to go back and see if I actually still need to see if it's still like worth a stream. Even though I love that game, the music, I keep saying it each and every time, the music is absolutely wonderful in that game. Did I waste my time here? Let's see. See, one thing that I took a little bit of a break from these skill collection things, just because it is fairly boring. Like I chose my creative skater. At first it was Tony Hawk, but then I chose playing as my created skater just because the challenges asked for it. It was the only way to unlock I gotta restart. It was the only way to unlock Officer Richard. I can't say his name. I guess YouTube doesn't necessarily like that. But anyways, well, Officer Dick. It's a name. YouTube, calm down. I think I filmed with him. Oh, speaking of Devil, that was him right there. Oh, got a challenge. I would say that Twitch is a little bit more maybe user-friendly when it comes to language and stuff like that. I do cuss a lot. I don't do that so much on my YouTube streams, unless I'm with my friends. They generally do most of the cussing and all that stuff, but it's fine. Majority of my content is I would just bump it up to PG-13. Just depends on the game. Yeah, I would say as of right now, I can't really play this so properly. Anyways, well, let's go ahead and I think that's my last skill point is going to be up top again. The wall ride that I was trying to pull off, just never could. But, yeah, I don't necessarily know what... Sometimes the special speed really just forces you like crazy. I don't really know what the next game I'll play is. I don't want to say Cyberpunk, but that might be something. That might be a decent option, but like Cyberpunk is I mean, mostly like the single player experience, but I don't really see that sort of type of experience as a great game to stream. Only because I like to listen, and when it comes to streams, I believe it is proper etiquette to, you know, talk and engage with the audience, or with the audience that you'll have later at some point. And having a game where you don't necessarily do, or a game that I don't really want to do much talking on, I just want to listen to the cutscenes and, you know, sort of like react privately. That just doesn't seem like a great game for me to pick up. But at this point, I don't really know what else to. You know what? I think I have an idea. It was on sale on Steam. I was thinking about playing a board game. Well, I guess it originated as a board game, but the Game of Life, you know, just for fun. I might just do that next stream. I don't really have a set schedule. It's pretty much whenever I feel like it, but I would say that the next game will be the Game of Life. I would say that the Game of Life would be, you know, just a fun game. It was only like $3 on Steam during the, I believe, Labor Day sale. But I'm pretty sure it's one of those games that goes on sale pretty much all the time. What is going on, Chad? Or not Chad. Wait, is it Chad? I think, yeah, it's Chad Musco. What am I talking about? Let me restart. Generally, these don't take forever. I'm normally in and out under like 40 seconds with all 3 or 4 skill points, but for whatever reason, I really hate this skill point here, stat point. But anyways, yeah, so I'd say Game of Life probably going to be the next stream game. I don't really know what else that I'll do afterwards. I might go back to playing Resident Evil. We'll see, because I have a lot of games in my back catalog. I know that seems to be the sort of the thing to do nowadays. Just buy tons of games and don't play them. Tell you what, if I was younger, that wouldn't be the story. But as an old man, you know, I'm just buying things just to... Seems like just to have nowadays. But anyways, well, games that I commonly stream are Gears of War, Resident Evil. I did shelf for a while, but I think that might make a resurgence. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. I would like to play the PC version, but the way how I like to speedrun Resident Evil 2 is I do Claire, in the sense that I can beat the entire campaign by doing an out-of-bounds skip. I wish I can go out of bounds to acquire this item. Anyways, well, let's see. An out-of-bounds skip with Claire, and it just makes the game fun because, you know, it's not a huge time commitment, and I'm starting to get very angry, and it's kind of late at night too. Anyways, well, but we'll see. All right. Come on, Chad, don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. I messed it up. Alright. Man, the skill point is it's very annoying. Yeah, no, I don't plan on streaming for an hour or so. This game, what I'm currently doing on this game does not prompt me. It doesn't deserve, you know, an hour long. Let me just look at the time real quick. I've been streaming for 12 minutes. 12 minutes, I would be like on this second on the second game by now. Like this one is just really annoying right now. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh. That's a cool skateboard. Yeah, my challenge is I'm at 116 out of 714. No, thank you. I am not going to complete all of them. I love this game, so like I love this game. Don't get me wrong, but like, ugh, I don't have the I don't have the stamina for that anymore. These stats don't necessarily matter right now. What I tend to go for when I'm doing the collection early on with each skater is definitely air, ollie, and speed. Hang time is a good thing to have, and also with rail balance. Other than that, there's no need to flip or whatever. I'm not necessarily doing tricks other than just to get special speed, but that's about it. So, anyways, going back to that. So Resident Evil so far I play on Xbox. It's a good question. Speaking about Xbox, it's about the new one coming out as of this stream in 2020. The year that we try to forget. So I play a sort of, I believe it's been patched twice, but I explain in my other videos there too. Oh, I have to burp. The version of Resident Evil 2 that I play, I am allowed to go out of bounds. I can't play on the PC version or an updated 1.3 patch. I believe that's the patch in question. So I don't know when I do play on the Series X if I could not... I think I need special speed for that one. Sometimes I get it by luck, but I think this one I'm gonna need special speed on. Anyways, well, so I don't... Ooh, I'm surprised I landed that. There we go. I don't know if I will be able to even play that game unpatched on the new Xbox. So I have the digital version, but there's some silliness on home Xboxes currently. So if I buy the game, I wonder if I could play it without patching anything. So that's going to be a test. I don't know when I'll get the Series X. Essentially, I don't really need it. I know that's, most items probably nowadays, right? I don't necessarily need that Xbox. Only because my PC is fairly new. I say fairly now that NVIDIA announced all their fancy, super expensive cards. Well, not all expensive, but they're more, they're greater performance cards. And, I mean, my card is just fine. So I don't necessarily need the Xbox in terms of just power or whatever. I don't know how many teraflops my PC has, but I'm assuming it's good enough. But it's essentially one of those things that I don't need. Right now, I am playing on the Xbox One X. I understand that I don't like this one. I do not like this skill point here. Anyways, well, and I still feel that this console did not get a fair shake. I believe that we really pushed along the generation really, really quickly. I mean, this console is probably, I'm probably going to get this wrong, but I would say like maybe just under 2. And already? Oh, okay, this one's not that bad. I was confusing it with a special tape there. Secret tape or whatever. Anyways, well, so yeah, this console is still capable. Other than it not having an SSD. But the Series S, which is... I love the way how it looks. I mean, the black on white doesn't necessarily seem like a good choice. I would have gone white just to, make it all smooth. But anyways, well, it doesn't matter. I still like it regardless. That console, that would be the forgotten practice due to 2020. A perfect LAN console. I want it. I want to get it. I want to get one and stuff. Because I believe that eventually when the world, and it will, when the world finally gets back together, I will be able to hang out with my friends and, mostly bully them on Gears of War. Potentially Halo SWAT. I'm a little bit of a nasty man at SWAT. Anyways, but that would be a really great console to have. Just because it's priced fairly reasonably, and also the form factor. The form factor is wonderful and stuff like that. And yeah, I think I'm looking more towards getting the Series S than the X. And I know that sounds... I could have just went in the grass. I could have just went in the sand. I don't remember where this last one is. It might be over here. But anyways, I am more... Okay, so it's not... More excited for the Series S than I am for the X. Because the X, even though, yes, it is... it's a powerhouse in terms of a console and stuff like that. I will not go into the debate on, like, oh, PC versus console. Obviously, PC is going to win. PC is very modular. PC is what exactly... You build it to what you want, as opposed to a console, it being static. So that is just not an argument worth getting over and stuff like that. And pretty soon here, I mean, the battle between console and PC is shrinking each and every, I guess, generation. But I mean, who knows? This might be the last console, the last series of consoles that Microsoft produces, because again, they're very much open to the cloud gaming service, xCloud / well, I guess it is just xCloud or whatever. They might name it something else. And so hardware is not necessarily the biggest push. They'll have their consoles, and they'll be happy if you buy the consoles, but it's not required, and I think that's just a wonderful thing. But anyways, so the reason why I'm making a much bold statement on saying that Microsoft is going to be done in the console business soon is because, again, they don't need to. They don't need to sell you a machine anymore, especially if you subscribe to their service, which is priced it's priced wonderfully. It's very competitive in terms of the service. And before I get comments on people saying like, oh, well, Microsoft doesn't have any games to play. Sure, I believe that is a fair point, but at the same time, time will change everything and stuff like that. But anyways, going back on that. So Microsoft is going to be taking over, I would say the world, but most devices, once they figure out their iOS silliness, boom, that's a billion people right there, potentially a billion Xbox gamers and stuff like that. Oh man, all right, I hate this one. It's on the, I'm not really good at doing that grind there. Anyways, my disappointment pretty much blinded my thought process there. Yeah, so like consoles are going to be irrelevant to Microsoft because they're gonna transcend their physical body. I believe that's from the brains from Futurama or something like that. But anyways, so there's no hardware debate anymore. Sony and Nintendo, I'm pretty sure are still going to stick to what they know best, and that's just selling machines and stuff. And you know what? There's no issue with that. I lean more towards Microsoft nowadays. I say a lot of funny and crude jokes about Sony, but I mean, I still like them. They were a huge part of my gaming career, and I won't forget that. But I don't think I'll get a PS5. More than that in a minute. But anyways, well, I'm supposed to say that now. I'll probably get a PS5 at some point. But I don't really need to. Get the... Oh, what is going on, dude? What is going on? Get off the water! This game, alright. Anything that's simple is like 10 times as hard. Now, speaking of 10 times as hard, I'm going to go ahead and restart. This is going to take up most of my time. But anyways, like I was saying, is that Microsoft is, transcending the body. Sony and Nintendo probably not going to go for the streaming platform. I mean, Nintendo has something like that going on with their their classic Slideberry. I mean, it's an application, I suppose, but it's semi-streaming, right? Blinky face, or they could turn it into something streaming on the phones. But anyways, so that's going to be irrelevant because, I mean, if you have the fancy, well, when NVIDIA launches something even more powerful at some point next year or whatever, then, I mean, Xbox xCloud, your machine is now an Xbox player. So, I was over here complaining about this one, and I get it first try that I tried grinding. Cool. So, going back to that, it'll just be Sony and Nintendo potentially duking it out, and I would say Sony will end up on top just because more for the mature gamer, and Nintendo's just gonna be Nintendo. But yeah, we'll see. No matter the war, the console war, if that's still a thing, like I was explaining, we win. Here, us, the consumer, we win. Because it's all about upping each other. Get up, Chad. What is going on, dude? Anyways, well, yeah, so by them, blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of soldering, we win as a consumer because, they they're always trying to one up each other, and you know that's great. Don't. My blood pressure's probably up the roof right now. But anyways, so yeah, I would look at it in that sort of scope or whatever you want to do. Yes, Sony has some really solid single-player bangers and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. Where Microsoft is, you know, at the moment still coming up short. But I mean, it's just a matter of time, dude. You know, it's kind of like where it's at. I wish I was getting paid by Microsoft to say that. But anyways, well, you know, it's just a matter of time. Because the 360, even though I think the PS3 was much more stronger in terms of power, I'm probably really wrong on that. I don't really care about fact-checking old software. Get the horns. Oh, that was a secret achievement that I needed. Noted. Hey, we got an achievement, guys. Anyways, well, what was I gonna say before the bull hit me? Where is this last skill point before I finish my thought? Oop. Oh, I did not want to favor that. Let me just go ahead and see. Yeah, so I'm missing one skill point on this map that I don't know where it's at. I didn't want a manual. I did not want a manual. Anyways, well, so we'll see. It's just a matter of time, and I would say due to the C virus here that we're getting, that we're dealing with currently, it's only a matter of time before we get back to normal, which we will. And studios have a more proper development window. And I would say that lately we've been getting some sort of like, just media in general. Some of the stuff that we've been getting, kind of not necessarily the greatest stuff. Where is this skill point? It's probably up here, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just wasting time here. But anyways, I'm not sure if I'll finance the new Xbox or if I'm just gonna stop manuing there. Okay, so let me just, besides the product placement right there, where is this thing? Is it up here? Is it the one that's up in the center? Or am I thinking of something else? This shouldn't be a hard thing. I don't know where this one's at. I was like, as long as it's not on those lights, I think I'll be alright. Generally it's here, but no, not this time. I don't know where this skill point's at. I'm probably going to do another skater at some point. I don't know if I'll stream it, though. Maybe I might. We'll see. If I have some more things to sort of talk about. But anyways, yes, I am a Microsoft fanboy. I like Sony. Don't get me wrong. I like them a lot, but I love... See the difference there? I love what Microsoft has provided me so far. I know it's like not much, but you know, I play a lot of the Halo. Well, not so much, but I play a lot of the Gears of War. Microsoft only right now. And that's pretty much it. It's my Halo machine. Just because, as of right now, I mean, there's not really not much stuff for me to... Oh, I know where this one's at. I am a fool. It's in the pen here. One of these doors has the skill point. I totally spaced on that. Oh, there it is. Boom. Got the challenge. Let me go ahead and claim the tape. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to show you guys the tape, so I'm probably not. Go ahead and quit that out. Let's see. What's half an hour? Not bad. So let's see. I would say that I will get the Series X Finding a spot to put it, that might be another story. I could replace it with my current Xbox, but we'll see. But I believe the Series S will be a fantastic land machine. And the form size is, I mean, it's smaller. It's probably about like a half keyboard. Like like those competitive, like I like Razer as well. So like the Razer Huntsman Mini or something like that. It doesn't have the 10 key on it. I would say it's about that size, give or take. Well, it's a really solid machine that you could probably hide in many places. All, joking aside, but that machine is gonna be great on the run. Guarantee it. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. I finished Chad. I'll show you that's my created skater. She kind of looks like the girl from the Water Boy. I get it. And the reason why I made a female character, even though I suppose nowadays you don't necessarily need a reason, she is a very beautiful lady. I am all about it. I couldn't make a male character to sort of that I felt represented myself, so I decided to make a lady who I would find extremely attractive. So that's my justification for that. Anyways, where was I getting at? Oh yeah, so I'll show you my skaters so far. I'm just going down the line. So I finished this top row here. So I finished the top row here. I did some of the female skaters and everyone in between. So next will be Alyssa. So she'll be next to finish Chad, and then I'll just keep on going. I would say thankfully that these characters down here don't need anything. Exclusive board 0. These characters down here don't need Jack Black. They don't need any skill points since they have them all pretty well. Ripper does. Ripper doesn't matter. I'll probably end up doing his maybe last or whatever, but I'm just gonna go down the line. Let's see. Does she have a alternate character skin? Something that she might look younger? That's what I've noticed about some of these characters here. But yeah, no, that's gonna do it for me. So the next stream potentially might be with Manny on Gears, maybe, or maybe another multiplayer stream of Tony Hawk here. But I would say that the one that I have planned at some point soon, probably this week, is the Game of Life. I'm just gonna make it, and we'll just play it just for fun, see how that does or whatever. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me. Enough of my rambling. And yeah, that'll do it. Take care like always, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So let me go ahead and awkwardly try to click over and end the stream on YouTube. I'm just kidding. Y'all take care. Good night.